How's it going, everybody? This is Stephen Anthony Lawrence here with my co-host Max Rice, also co-guest host Spencer Breslin. Today we got the one, the only AT Trauth. Let's give a big rice and beans welcome.
Woo!
Woo!
Thanks, everybody.
How's it going, man? Long time no talk, dude. We got to get another.
You know what?
We got to
It's
get
been a
another
minute.
camping trip.
When was that, Stephen? Yeah, a year ago or so?
That was about a year ago, man. We got to go get lost in the woods and make some bad decisions again. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was fun. I'm glad we got to do that. We hadn't seen
You
each
guys
other
going on a
in
vision quest, or what happened?
full vision quest. Hadn't seen each other in probably 15-ish years, and just decided to find ourselves in the desert.
Except it wasn't the desert, and Stephen was on peyote, and it was Ralph's.
Yeah. So how do we get from woods and deserts? What happened?
Well, I mean, that's
Raj?
fair to say. In California, you're constantly just in woods and desert. They are the same thing here.
Pretty
Very
much.
true.
Pretty much.
I think
We got a reunion. We got a reunion. Spencer and
yeah, we do.
AJ.
So today we're doing a little You Wish reunion. I'm kind of wishing about doing a reunion here. So I haven't seen this freaking movie in so damn long. You guys mind telling me what it was about again?
AJ wanted to kill Spencer, right?
Yeah, that was it pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's the
He
movie.
wanted to wish me away because I got jelly on his rollerblades.
Oh,
Is that what it is?
I think so. I think it was just like you're kind of like the spoiled older kid, and I was like annoying, and like you're like, man, like I'll never be able to fuck my cheerleader girlfriend if my loser brother's alive, so I got to get rid of him. You know, I think that was it pretty much.
Hey, AJ, you had your shit together. You, like,
That's
it wasn't even a situation where like Spencer was outshining you.
And our
That
parents
was a
had
very
New Zealand
unnecessary
accents for some reason. Yeah.
and that is
You-
like
Oh,
pretty
right.
that is pretty dark for a Disney movie. Just thinking about it. It's
Yeah,
kinda
who
dark.
wrote that? Do you guys know the writer? Was that like, was he unaware, or was that just like, just in retrospect, like, damn, pretty dark stuff? 'Cause that's murder. Like, I know you redeem yourself at the end of the movie, but like, there's not too much redemption from killing your brother. But
I mean, it's a tale of realizing how much you care about your family. He has to wish him away in order to understand how much he appreciates him. Actually, on my bookshelf, I have a copy of the book that it was based on that was given to me.
Oh, I forgot it was based on a book.
oh, it's a book.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's based on a book called If I Had One Wish. I can't remember the writer. Paul
Wasn't the
Cohen-
movie originally called One Wish? Like when we were filming it, and then they changed it like after we wrapped the picture.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I
One
guess
Wish
the
for
Grimm
longest
stories
time.
were pretty messed up, like Hansel and Gretel, and like the
All like
Incredibles.
Aesop's
all of that
Fables and
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but this was a Disney
They're
thing.
eating
This was
kids.
like, this is like I didn't know I was gonna be reading some biblical Abraham sacrificing his son shit.
Oh, Cain and Abel.
Well, a lot of them were like that though. They
Yeah.
didn't have like a movie where like the house was like Syria and it wanted to eat Ryan Merriman or something.
Oh, that was a good Smart House. That was a
Smart
great
House.
one.
Yeah, that was
a
it.
great
That
one.
was it.
I think it's the same producer, Alan Sachs. I think he produced both
It was?
Smart House and You Wish.
Alan Sachs would always talk about back when I worked with Travolta on Welcome Back, Kotter.
What's
be
the,
like,
what was
I-
the
I was
Jewish
like,
one? As a
man, I
Jew,
don't
that
know
one was
that.
good. What was the Jewish one? Because there was one that was like.
Well, he was Jew.
like-
His name was Alan Sachs, so he was.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, the Maccabee one, the one where the half court miracle or something. Because as a Jew, that was something that was like propped on us, and it's like really cool. But in retrospect, they just like win a middle school game, and like the lights were out in the gym. It was like Miracle of Maccabee or something.
I don't remember.
There were like 200. Like, they
No
were
offense,
cranking them
guys,
out.
but
Yeah.
even though I used to work for Disney, I'm like
Yeah.
31. I got no kids. I don't watch it anymore. I'm
Not
probably
me
like
neither.
probably killing like so many like fantasies right now because I was doing this Comic-Con, AJ, and I was really thinking about this. I'm going, out of our fans, we really got it easy. Like I was sitting next to some of these like Star Wars people doing this Comic-Con, and they get grilled. They're like, what is Endor's sixth furthest moon and type of shit like that. Like we got it pretty easy.
You're like, yeah, it's a fucking movie. It's not a real planet.
Yeah. And your trivia is like, yeah, you like bacon.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got sent a couple emails from, fundamentalists accusing me of war crimes when I was 12 years old, but I mean,
True.
that's pretty light
True.
compared to some of the shit out nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys escaped social media too. Like imagine if like you guys all had MySpace. Did you have MySpaces and Facebook?
There was MySpace going on. Spencer, you definitely had all of that stuff.
I had
I
MySpace.
missed it.
I
It's
have
like
my
social media.
I rarely use social media. I use Instagram and Twitter once in a while, but just honestly, like I don't use it as like a platform to like engage with people, like because I don't really have anything worthwhile to say. I don't really have anything important. So sometimes, like after a few drinks, I'll write something dumb, but like I'm not like. But it's always like really innocuous, like inoffensive shit, like just like stuff that makes me giggle or something.
And Spencer, you've been doing music for a while, right? Which is new to me. I the last time I saw you, you were probably 12, 13 years old or
probably
something, right?
like that. Yeah, it's like probably, going on like 16, 17 years ago.
And when did you get
really
into
wished
music?
them away, AJ?
I got into music probably 15 years ago now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I've been
And-
work on all that stuff with a couple different partners and
Nice.
And you know,
Disney has a good record of actually cranking out music stars. If you think about it too.
Yeah, but I don't think
Britney Spears,
Spencer's
Spencer Breslin.
music life has anything to do with his time at Disney.
Yes.
These are very
yeah,
disconnected.
they were.
I forgot you're a hardcore rapper, Spencer.
They were gonna have Spencer come in on a wrecking ball, but he just couldn't fit into the outfit.
Yeah, they were gonna have you guys.
Spencer's like, I came in like a wrecking ball.
It was
He
gonna
was
be
gonna
like
twerk
me and like Orlando Brown making like the thing for Disney Radio together.
Did you do that? No, that totally could have happened. Was that a real thing?
No, it wasn't a real thing. No.
Oh.
That should be though. Let's get him on. We try to get him on the show.
Spencer, did you ever have to do one of the videos where you do the wand thing?
Yeah, of
Hi,
course.
I'm watching Disney Channel, Spencer Breslin.
I did, and I also had to go to a charity event. It was a charity event in Canada for Hillary Duff's Sweet 16 party, and it was like me, her, Aaron Carter, all this, and I just remember it being like I was like 11, 12 years old, but I remember being like, this whole thing's pretty cringy. And I don't know why I had that awareness at that age, but I was like, this whole thing's kind of weird.
How come I didn't get an invite? What the hell is this?
I don't know,
shit?
it was like some charity called like Kids for Cancer or something like that. Or
Oh,
that's-
Sweet 16 at the same time?
That's horrible. That's horrible. So you're like there doing cocaine with like some little Timmy that's gonna die in it?
No, I didn't get into cocaine until I was 16.
Oh, got it. Okay, good to know. Okay.
Would they ever grant that wish on Make-A-Wish? Like if a kid's like,
Jesus
I get a
Christ.
pound.
Yeah,
I want a fat blunt.
Yeah.
That's where I pay.
I could see that. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. They
Well,
probably,
like no, I will say like someone woke me up on that a lot of stuff that had like sounds good in name, the not-for-profits, the money is going to absolute bullshit, like marketing awareness. The party.
March. I mean, that's a big joke with
March for Kids?
March of Dimes. Because only a dime goes to the actual cause. March of Dimes.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Spencer, I got a Spencer question here. When you came to do You Wish, you had been in some, movies that I watched in the theater with mega movie stars. You were starring opposite them. In some of them, you were the title role. When you come to New Zealand to film a Disney Channel movie, were you like, what the F am I doing here? Did you know that you were doing major feature films and that there was a difference in a Disney Channel? And I'm not saying, well, let me say this. I'm not saying it was a step back in any regard for your career or anything like that, but doing a Disney Channel movie after doing no. I'm genuinely inquiring though, because you went on to continue to do big major films with big movie stars and studio productions. So this was just something you did in the middle. Why did you?
Yeah, I think it's stuff to do because I didn't care. I just liked working, and also I'm sure there's probably part of it of like, I'm doing all this, like they're casting me in a lot of fucking good movies and they want me to do this Disney. So it's kind of like keeping the mouse happy too.
Oh, right.
Don't, cause, and also like at that age, I just like working. So I didn't care. I'm like, I get to go to New Zealand and like do this shit like with you guys. And like, I knew of you guys. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had a good time. You Wish actually is also like out of all the movies I've done, whether features or I think I only did 2 Disney Channel original, but like, I don't know if this is the same for you, but I find that like that movie, I feel like resonated with a lot of kids, and like, I'll have like 28-year-old girls come up to me now being like, You Wish was like my favorite movie. like as a kid, and they're like, that was so good, and it makes me cry every time I watch it, and like, it's like, and I'm like, really? I was like, yeah, maybe. I mean, it was good, but like, you know, it's
because they also
I don't know,
watched it when they
people
were like
it.
8. They're 28
Yeah,
now,
like I
but
mean,
when they
like,
watched
I go
it,
back
they
and
were
watch
12.
a lot of shit I liked as a kid with like nostalgic glasses. I'm like, oh, this is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I did that with Three Ninjas not that long ago. And
Oh, that's a bad. Don't tell me that's a bad movie because I love it.
It's
but I haven't seen
I
it.
did it with Never
actually
Trending Story.
Sorry,
recently.
Sean.
Yeah.
Freddy Got Fingered was a great one. If I, I mean, not if I
Space
re-see
Jam
it.
1.
Yeah.
People love that still, but you know.
Dude, yeah, I've worked for Joe Pitka a couple times, so and he's got a reputation, so I can't say anything. Just Google his reputation. It precedes him.
And Spencer,
the
was
why
it?
his work has held up has been Dan Schneider.
Oh Jesus, here we go again.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Good thing I'm not a child actor.
Good
so I can
callback,
talk
Oh, Jesus.
about him. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, this word. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
So,
We can't move on from the S word.
let's talk about nostalgia though, because like I kind of cried too when Steve from Blue's Clues said he was proud of me. I might have shed a tear too. So I mean, what is this fascination we all have with nostalgia right now?
We're blinded by it because he left us. Like, what the hell? He makes like 1 3-minute, like highly produced video, and we're just okay with the fact that he abandoned us for 20 years.
I know,
He
dude.
didn't go to college. I don't buy his story. He seems sketchy as hell. Like he clearly went on a drunk bender for 20 years. He's
Well,
bald now.
allegedly he didn't want to go bald on TV.
He looks like the kind of guy like
and
you could
I
buy
have
like
no-
Molly from outside Webster Hall or something like that. You know?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't know.
buying his story. I'm not buying his story, and it's just fake sentimental. But you're right. Like people love nostalgia, and it's kind of weird because like when you live, like you kind of like if you have perspective, you're like it was shitty in the first place.
AJ, are you a nostalgic person, AJ? I'm
Not even
think
movies
that-
though.
Well,
Like
I
Hostess.
don't know if I'm nostalgic. I can be nostalgic, and I'm also quite sentimental as well. So it's both things for me. I don't sit in nostalgia, but I really do enjoy going back and watching some of the things from my childhood or listening to certain music. And it's fun to. I guess I do enjoy the trip down memory lane from time to time. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I don't mind that.
I
You guys remember when they tried to
I-
cancel ho-hos? Like that's a terrible snack, but it survived.
Where did that fucking segue come from? I just want to know, like the train of thought.
Oh,
We're-
Dan
we're-
Schneider, because we're talking about Dan Schneider. He's like ho-hos.
Oh Jesus. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I could get moments of like wistfulness, but I don't think I'm overall a nostalgic, sentimental person.
I'm older than you, Spencer. I'm older than you too, which is like I'm getting into nostalgia territory now. So
Were there any shocking? Now that it's like we're older now, were there any like shocking people that played like kids in Disney shows and they were 30 and you're like, whoa?
Oh, wasn't the
Yes.
one dude from Hannah Montana, the older brother? He was
Oh
like
yeah,
what,
he was like 35.
35. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember the movie Accepted. There was a college girl.
But there's always that. There's always been that. 18 to play younger.
Well,
So we could get around. Tutor and
Yeah.
labor laws and shit like that.
I watched just it popped up on YouTube. Actually, they had like a full episode up, and I had seen it like since the kid because my brother watched it when I was a kid. It was the pilot episode of fucking Dawson's Creek, and you just listen to the dialogue in that show, and they're like playing 15-year-olds, and they're like, you're just like they just like the dialogue's like crazy. It's like Aaron Sorkin kind of dialogue with 15-year-olds. And I remember like when I was 15, I wasn't stupid, but my vocabulary was not that. It was me and my friends being like, weed's cool, girls are cool, not like giving these kind of like Shakespearean soliloquies over like every little thing. And it's like they're 15 and they're from fucking North Carolina, dude.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of writers are introverts, and you see that in their work, where it's like this guy's never talked. This is great work.
He's
but this
never
guy's
had a
talked to human being in
conversation
his
with a
life.
human being before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great writer. Like sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why my favorite writers are like the drunks and the people that go out.
Poor AJ is like, why the
Sorkin seems
fuck
like a
did I
fun
agree to
guy.
come on this show?
I want to
Why
ask
the
AJ
fuck did
about
I agree to
music.
come on this show?
I want to
What?
ask AJ about music.
Yeah, so go ahead, dude. Okay, one thing before we get into music, I do want to ask AJ one kind of, or both of you guys, kind of one question here. It's like, I remember, like Christy was just talking about on her show about how she felt like, sometimes, the networks will try to play people against each other, like her and Anne Hathaway in her new show she was mentioning, right? And for the longest time, I don't think I ever told Spencer that I actually auditioned for You Wish too. And I was like secretly plotting on how to break his legs, like secretly.
Oh, Tanya Harding style.
Yeah. And now it's kind of weird because
Kind of Joey Buttafuoco me or something.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're like fucking best friends, and it's like kind of weird. Like it's kind of So weird thing.
I had a lot of competition with kids back then too.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
Not with AJ,
Same,
because
like
he's,
in big class in every freaking gym class. So.
Oh, dude, I was so bad. Like I used to literally just sit and mean mug Jake Thomas just across the room, just stare at him.
Well, Jake Thomas is a
play
great guy
fucking
now.
games. Dude,
He's a great guy now.
I
He's
know.
my best friend, but back in the day, he was a little shit. So
Sorry, Jake, you had it coming.
he was. I've told him to his face many times.
But yeah, AJ, you ever feel the pressure to like you have like a rival or was it just kind of like peace, love, whatever happens,
There was definitely competition coming up, but it would go through stages. There'd be like the one person you would see, and I can't even remember their names. You'd see the one person at 4 auditions in a row, and then there's some roles you really want, and they get 2 of them, and they would. I started to notice that actually when I got a little older, because I turned 18, somewhere between like 18 and 22, where people would show up in town. You'd been, as being a former kid actor, you've been here since you were 12 years old. You'd come up, and then all of a sudden somebody turns 18 and they move to LA and they just disrupt the whole apple cart. And you, no. We all put in our dues.
Yeah, you're the OG.
We've all done our thing here. It's like you got to get in line. Okay, you can't just show up and start taking parts from people. Yeah. So I do recall
really good
that.
point. I never think about that, but that's 100% true.
It is because
you put in your time.
It is. You do. Y'all got to start somewhere. But it's like, you see these fucking people. They come out here their first week from pilot season, and it's like, I came out here from pilot season. Oh, fucking blow me.
You got to start off. You got to start off doing it right. You got to start off paying your dues with OnlyFans and Cam Soda, and then you can
absolutely. And you got to paint Dan Schneider's toenails, and then you get your part. But
guys, I do want to let you know, you cut this part out or keep it in. I'm at 20% on the phone. So where we started to now, that's what just happened. So
we're good.
Do with that what you will.
We're gonna keep going for 10 minutes, people.
5 minutes of stuff.
Yeah, so 5 more minutes. Yeah. I think we'll be good here.
I want to ask AJ about music stuff, because I know.
Yeah.
Back when we were, when we were doing You Wish too. Like I was like 10 or 11 years old. I think you and Lillian were probably 16. So I was like, when we were shooting that, by the way, so I was like, oh fuck, this guy's the coolest fucking guy in the world. He's like a guitar player, and like when you're young, because I have an older brother too, and similar age gap. And I was always constantly seeking my older brother's validation because of our age gap. And so I was always like, I think in a lot of ways, the fact that you played guitar is partially responsible for me picking up a guitar like 6 months later.
That's amazing.
Wow. I
was like just starting to go through puberty, and I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking cool. He plays guitar. Girls seem to really like him. And I'm getting to that age where I'm starting to be interested in girls. And I was like, maybe I should do like AJ. So I think part of the reason I picked up a guitar, and then through that, all the other instruments that I got into and found my love and passion of music, I think can partially be attributed to AJ.
Spencer, I love hearing that. I had no idea. I'm very happy to be hearing it here on the Rice and Beans show.
Oh,
that's great.
Real reunion. This is like a fuzzy,
y'all are gonna make me cry. That's so fucking.
It's a wonderful life. Yeah.
Maven, yeah.
You regret your wish now, AJ? You regret your wish?
Yeah, asshole.
I had to learn.
You did. You had to learn.
He came back.
That's true.
I think when we were recording that, when we were shooting the movie, I think the band's name was Maven at that point. Yeah, so we'd already switched names. First. Oh, it was bad. You're right. I don't remember where we were in the evolution of the band name, but yeah,
like Sister Hazel or something like that.
Yeah, Spencer, you're on it. Yes, Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, all
true. Formative memories. That was such a cool movie to work on. Like it was exotic.
Well,
and
Yeah, I wanted to ask you because you'd done these big features with adult stars, even though they were family-friendly movies. Was this the first thing that you had done with other kids on set, where it was just you hanging out with mostly?
No, I did. I did the first thing with like kids. I did was a sitcom for ABC, and that lasted like one season in the late '90s. Then I did another Disney Channel original movie, like 2 years before You Wish, called The Ultimate Christmas Present, and that was with like Ali Hirsch and Brenda Song were the other two kids.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Greg Beeman directed that, and Greg Beeman directed a lot of Disney Channel stuff. And then I know for our movies, it was me, you, it was Paul Hohen, I think, directed You Wish.
Yeah,
he was. I'm Facebook friends with him too, even though I don't.
Paul's still a buddy of mine.
He's a really good guy. He's a really nice guy. But yeah, no, I've worked with kids before.
Oh, okay, cool. So that wasn't a new experience for you.
No, not at all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have to cut it short here because we got phones dying, we got people got other shit to do.
At some point.
Well, we got what we wanted to get out of it, which was Spencer talking about the guitar influence.
We got the reunion.
Okay, guys,
that's all I wanted out of this.
Hey, this is how we're gonna end it, guys. Bring it in. Group hug, guys.
Oh boy.
Oh, I love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Rice and Beans Show. Peace.
See you guys later. Thank you so much, AJ. Thanks, everyone.